fantastic. And give me a minute while I share my screen with you. Apologies, there was a small technical glitch. That is why it took me 10 minutes to log in. How's everybody doing? We have 13 people. Good to see out of 15, 13 of you all here. Did you all manage to do a little exercise? Did any of you manage to get a fill in any of the orders? How many of you managed to get a fill, friends? Whether stop out or profit doesn't matter, but how many of you managed to get a fill? Bajaj Finance, Arli, Triopen, Bajaj Auto, Adani Port, lovely. What was our view in Nifty, friends? For those of you who attend my other sessions, you'll probably know that what our Nifty view was. Let me log on to the lab. Yes, but we are looking to book out at 1:1. Keep that in mind. Okay, who's going to show me the first trade, guys? I'm looking for a triggered trade. I'm looking for a triggered trade. Tata Steel, Hitesh. Let's open up your lab monitor. Okay, let's have a look at your trade, Hitesh. You took it body to wick or wick to wick, Hitesh? Or you took this in the morning, I believe. You took this in the morning, so Tata Steel, let's open up and let's check Tata Steel. About an hour ago. Let me open it up, and I want all of you to pay attention over here, guys, and you should be able to learn where what is happening. Okay, remove, yes, Tata Steel and Arli income trade. Okay, so 60-minute. No, that's not the way to do it, Hitesh. That's not the right way of doing it. But anyway, let's check the trade. Your closest demand was over here. The closest supply was over here. Very evidently, you were on the high of the curve. Yes, which means that you had to sell. If I go to the 5-minute chart, you had only one level over here, which is this level. Okay, with an entry, you would have anyway got a fill. You would have anyway got a fill, even if you had taken it body to wick. And indeed, your trend was down, and indeed, this is a 2:1 trade. All I did was follow my rules. All I did was follow my rules. Look what a perfect example, friends. Feather touch, and it gave a 2:1 move. Good going there, Hitesh. I think all of you should give a clap. Well planned trade. But it is untested body to wick, Hitesh. We've been trading body to wick. Either way, it would have given you a good move. Anthony, yes, I'm going to come. But anybody else who had a triggered trade? Did you place it in the system, Hitesh? No, by system I mean in the lab or your own account. In lab, absolutely fantastic. You've already got a 2:1, Hitesh. Good going. Bajaj Auto Arli. Can I have a look at it, Balaji, on your screen? Balaji, monitor. Let's open up. There you go. Balaji, make it a little bigger, my friend. Show me the 60-minute level plus first. That's okay, Aryan. We've just started. We had started 10 minutes late today. There was a error with me logging in. You'll have to zoom in to show me the location. Yeah, Aryan, I'll come to that. Feed, you have to zoom it in, Balaji. Okay, anyway, I'll plan it. Show me the zone alone till I mark the location. Let me go to Bajaj Auto. Bajaj Auto. Add. $60-minute. Okay, this is your closest supply. Am I correct, Balaji? This is your closest supply. And no, between 9:15 and 11:15 RP. Because just hold on, let me finish, everyone. This was your supply zone, Balaji. We have to be quick. Yes, no. Guys, please keep all your trades very, very handy and zoomed in. Okay, we need to be a little quick. Balaji, I'm still waiting for your reply. Why will you mark the next one? This is the closest zone. Incorrect, Balaji. You've skipped a step. Is this tested? Yes, this is tested, and it was tested yesterday. Do I have a fresh zone? No, I don't have a fresh zone, which means I'm in equilibrium. There is no close by demand zone. What is my trend? Very evidently, my trend is towards the downside, which means I'm looking for a short opportunity. Where am I looking for a short opportunity? I have one level over here. And one level over here. You've already got an entry, stop loss, and a lovely 2:1 move if you had planned this in the morning. Where is your zone, Balaji? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Where is the lab? Where is the lab? Balaji, where is the zone, my friend? You've gone for a buy, Balaji. How have you gone for a buy? Assuming you have marked it yesterday, you've got a beautiful trade over here. Even if you had marked it yesterday. Assuming you had marked this as your demand. Okay, let's assume. Let's assume you had said you were low on the curve. Let's go to the 5-minute. Any zone? I have one level over here. Zoom, reset. Price has entered this zone, and I think given you at least a 1.5:1, my friend. And the reason it's not given you a bigger target, and that is because in one time frame higher you didn't have a 3:1. Can you see on one time frame higher you didn't have a 3:1, Balaji? No, Balaji. This trade is a type 3 entry and you wouldn't have gotten an entry. Your odd enhancer score would have been 8.5. Did you get my point? In one time frame higher in the intermediate time frame, your opposing supply zone was before 3:1. One more doubt. In pro gap, price opened with pro gap. Can the price move down from there? Example, Bharat Forge price opened with pro gap. Same candle came down. This should be wait until second candle. No, Anthony, if there is a pro gap, my rule applies. It doesn't matter if it comes down after that. It doesn't matter if it comes down after that, my friend. Clear? Can I see Bharat Forge? Did you understand, Balaji, what I was trying to say? Bharat Forge. Can we look at 5 minutes? Sure, Balaji. Let's look at 5 minutes. Yeah. We are on the 5 minute, my friend. We are on the 5 minute, Balaji. This was the level. This is the level. You would mark your supply zone on one time frame higher, my friend, which means it's the 15-minute chart. And 15-minute one time frame higher, this is your level, which means you didn't have 3:1, which means for your reward to risk ratio for your odd enhancer, you would have got a score of 8.5 on 10, which means you would have planned a type 2 or a type 3 entry, ideally a type 3 entry, because type 2 entry I don't advise. Did you get a type 3 entry over here? No. Did you get it, Balaji? Did you understand what I was trying to say? Bharat Forge. On which time frame chart? Yeah, I'm coming, Aryant. So on which chart, my friend, Bharat Forge? On which time frame? Bharat Forge 15 minute. Where? Where on the 15 minute? Which one? You'll have to give me a price. Anthony, if you tell me 15 minute, how will I know? Tell me. Where is the zone? Price opened at 1101. Are you talking about this gap over here? Show me in your lab, Anthony. How is this a pro gap? This is a novice gap. My friend, this is a novice gap. This is in the same direction of the trend, Anthony. Okay, anxiety. Friends, today I'm not going to be giving you any homework. What I want all of you to do today is recap on all the different sessions, friends. Look at the recording. Look at the recording for the different sessions. I want you all to be crystal clear with the topics. The reason I spend so much time on trades, yeah, just a second, guys. Yeah, okay. Srinivas, Aarti before that. BPCL DIT open, 15 minute had marked yesterday. BPCL 15 minute. Aarti, is it open on your screen, Aarti? -15-minute. This is Balaji's lab. Let's have a look at Aryan's lab. Aarti, can you show me the level, please? I'm not able to see it. Because there are three screens. Which screen are you talking about? This is Aryan's, is it? My apologies. Aryan, you have a lot of trades planned. It will be lovely if you can share some and we can see how the outcome is played out or stopped out or whatever it is. My apologies, Aryan. My apologies. Okay, so you took an entry over here. Okay. Okay. Aarti, you've kept your stop loss so high. Why? Which stock is this, Aarti? I don't understand that question, Anthony. What do you mean by scan, pro gap and novice gap? Looking at the green candle wick. Which green candle wick? I don't, which green candle wick and which stock? BPCL 15 minute. Let's have a look, Aarti. BPCL 15 minute. Okay. Daily income trader. Let's say this is your so long story short, you're at the higher end of the curve when you plan this, Aarti. I'm assuming that, which means you were looking for a clear short. You were looking for a short on the 15 minute. Only short on the 15 minute which is warranted is over here. Absolutely correct with your rationale, Aarti. This would be your entry. Your stop loss would be a little aggressive, and target you've kept over here. So yes, Aarti, well trade planned, Aarti. Good trade planned. Little more aggressive stop loss also I'm okay, but I'm happy with this trade that you planned. Yeah. LNT, I'm going to have a look. Pro gap and novice gap may be happening in many scripts, but we would know only if when we have Anthony. The way we will use pro gap and novice gap is that when there is a novice gap that happens into your zone when you have planned a trade, there is no use scanning using it. Once you planned a zone, done your location, intermediate time frame and zoning, and let's say then price while entering your zone, that too, This is only true in the case when price enters the zone. While entering your zone, if price goes, has a novice gap into your zone or has a pro gap from your zone, then that particular zone becomes a high probability trade, my friend. Perfect, Anthony. LNT, let's open your lab. Which one are you talking about, Aryant? This was Hitesh's. Let's close this. Arihant, lab. There we go, lab. Arihant, LNT, daily income trade, Arihant. Daily income trade, my friend. 30-minute sell, LNT. Let's have a look. LNT. Okay. Daily income sell. So daily chart, you are over here. Okay, you were clearly in supply, which means you were looking for shorting. Perfect. And 15-minute. Where is the zone? Let's mark the zone. Okay, 15-minute. 15-minute level has a very poor odd and answer score. No point taking that at all. 30-minute. 30-minute. There is one zone over here. Okay, and indeed you are stopped out in this, my friend. You are stopped out in this. There is nothing you can do about it. Prices are actually reacting from this 60-minute zone. Can you see how there is a little gap over here that stopped you out? There's nothing you can do. One piece of advice, Aryan, to you, because you're in XLT as well. This leg-in candle should not be so flat with the base. Okay, it's not a rule. Out of experience, I've come to understand this, Aryan, that this leg-in candle should not be flat over here with the base, which is there over here. Try and avoid these trades. Okay, just a pointer to remember. It's not a rule, friends. It's nothing blanket. Just a small pointer for all of you to remember. Okay, next person, Srinivas. I think you got a fill, is it, if I'm not mistaken? Who's the other gentleman who got a fill? Just a second, guys. Just a second. Yeah. Aryant, I'm on LNT's chart. That's correct. Bikash says Maruti DIT. Let's go to Bikash's screen then. Bikash, Maruti daily income trader. Bikash. Nikhil, what about you? Monica? Bhuvaneshwari? Bikash, let's look at your level. Where is your zone, Bikash? 60-minute, I can't see Maruti. Where is your level to enter? Where is your level to enter, friends, Bikash? I have marked it already, but I don't see it. Is this 15-minute level on your screen? This 15-minute level, but Bikash, that's a very weak level. There's nothing great about that level. There is no explosive move. It has one candle in the leg out. Let's go to Maruti. Maruti, let's say I'm planning a daily income trade. Daily income trade, Maruti, this is your closest supply. Very evidently you're in the high in the curve, your demand is far away. If I go to the 15, I have a level over here which is a 10 on 10 score. I have a level over here which is a 10 on 10 score. Why have you marked the weakest level over here? Because first of all, this level is tested already, because even if you mark this has the weakest odd and answer score. It has only one candle in the leg out. Waiting for your reply, Bikash, my friend. Did you understand the rationale of where you've gone wrong? Yes, but Rahul, go ahead. I like when there is a but. But Rahul, what? In a hourly income trade or daily income trade scenario, if we do not get a quality zone on that day, what to do? But there is a quality zone. It's over here. There is a quality zone over here. It's too far. So, because let me ask you a question. Are you interested in getting into a trade and getting stopped out, or waiting for a trade and making money? What is your objective out of the two? Getting into the trade and getting stopped out, or waiting for a trade and making money? Then the only reason you are taking this half-hearted trade, and correct me if I'm wrong, Bikash, is because you've scanned only a handful of stocks. If you had done this exercise for 100 different stocks, you would have had 20 different trades planned. But since we did it only for 10, we got only half-hearted trades. The fulcrum or the revolving point, friends, is scanning. I have told you this time and again. Yeah, did you understand my rationale? Perfect. Perfect. Bhuvaneshwari, I'm going to open your lab. Keep your level ready, please. Let's close this, close this, close this. Bhuvaneshwari. Nikhil, what about you? Monica, did you plan anything? Srinivas? Yes, Srinivas. Next I'm going to come to yours. Bhuvaneshwari, your level I can't see, so I'll wait for you to plot it till I go to Srinivas's level. Monitor. Sure, Monica, I'm just coming. What style of trading, Monica, have you planned? You've planned in Zeal, Srinivas, this short, is it? Okay, let's have a look. Hourly income trade. Adani Port. Zeal we were having a look at, right? I'm sorry. Zeal. Hourly income trade, Srinivasan, which means 60 minutes time frame. 60 minute. Okay, we have the closest demand over here, and we would have the closest supply over here. I'm assuming this is the same price curve that you have marked, Srinivasan. Yes, no? I don't know, Rahul. Yes, okay, fantastic. Which means if I use the retracement tool, we are, you were at equilibrium when you were doing this marking, I'm assuming. Yes, you were in equilibrium when you were doing this marking. If you were in equilibrium on the 15-minute time frame, if I go, what is my trend, ladies and gentlemen? What is my trend? Your trend is up? I don't think so. Look at it carefully, guys. Don't be in a hurry to answer. Balaji is saying down. Bhuvaneshwari, how are you saying the trend is up, Bhuvaneshwari? Friends, you have a higher high. How can the trend be down? If there is a higher high formed, how can the trend be down? And whether you take this as a lower high or whether you take this as an equal high, either way, what is your trend going to be? What is my trend going to be either way? That is now. Earlier, that higher high was not there. What do you mean earlier? Oh, okay. You are doing it over here, is it? Is that what you're trying to say, my friend? Okay, perfect. So somewhere like this, I'm assuming. Okay, so what is my trend right now? What is my trend right now? Srinivasan, you've looked for a coinciding zone, then you've removed the ambiguity. Are you going for a coinciding zone? That's it. Then there is no ambiguity at all. It doesn't matter what your trend is. Is this the level, Srinivasan? Drop, base, drop? Yes, no, I don't know. Yes, perfect. But this you will have to take a type 3 entry, Srinivasan, because it is a 9 on 10 score. It is a 9 on 10, my friend. Did you follow me? Yes, even on coinciding zone, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Yeah, everybody clear. I want everybody in this room to be clear, not only one or two people. Everybody is clear? Okay, fantastic. Explain why 9 on 10. How many leg out candles are there, Srinivasan? Sorry, Srinivas. How many leg out candles are there? Because there is only one exciting candle. Perfect, Balaji. It is too long. Did I give you any rule, Srinivasan, that if it is too long, you will give it a score of 2? Or was the rule that if there is a gap and or two exciting candles, then only it will be 2? Which one is it? Perfect, Srinivasan. Who else? Who else? Anybody else? Monica, you had Adani Ports. Please keep it open. I'm going to have a look. Adani Ports. Let's close off Srinivas's. Monica. Monica, where is Monica? Here you go. Because give me a minute, no, I'll come back. Okay. You've already planned the trade, is it, Monica? Daily income trade. Aryant, I'm just giving everybody a chance, my friend. I'll come back. Sir, what if we get a 10 on 10 zone near to current market price but not coinciding? No, that is not the rule, Nikhil. The rule is that whichever one is closest to your higher time frame zone or coinciding zone. That is the rule, my friend. Okay, Adani Ports daily income trade. Let's have a look, Monica's trade. Remove. Yes, daily. Your closest demand was over here. Your closest supply was over here. Very evidently, you were on the higher end of the curve, which means you were looking for a shorting opportunity. You were looking for a shorting opportunity on the 15 minute. On the 15 minute, you had two zones. Okay, one zone was over here. This had a score of 9 on 10. One more zone was over here, which had a score of 10 on 10. Ladies and gentlemen of the room, that's the rules. What happened? What happened? Entry, stop loss, and one candle target. The upper one is less than 9. Perfect. This one is a 10 on 10. What happened when prices came to your zone? What happened when prices came to your zone? Look at the crash. All she did was follow her rules. I think Monica deserves a clap, guys. Phenomenal job, Monica. Good trade. Fantastic, Aryan. Then you too deserve a clap. Good going there, friends. One point all of you will agree that it is only about your rules, friends. There is no ambiguity at all. It is only and only about following the rules. It's only about identifying those pending orders. You will notice one thing about my style of teaching, friends. I am more on the charts, less on the PowerPoint. I have spent much more time on the actual charts and Trade Tiger than spent on the PowerPoint, which I feel in the long run is what pays off. I hope none of you are upset with me because of that, because मैंने ज़्यादा time direct practical approach में spend किया है. Fantastic. Let's have a look at Bhuvaneshwari. Bhuvaneshwari, can you keep your level open? Coal India. Perfect, Bhuvaneshwari. That's the correct level. I know this level because I've marked a trade there as well. Perfect, that is. Good going, Bhuvaneshwari. Nikhil, what about you? You're pending. Gokul, what about you? What about you, Gokul? Sun Pharma, Nikhil. Oh, lab problem, Gokul. But please write to me, Gokul, if you have any questions. Sun Pharma, MIT. Okay, show me the level, please, Gokul. Sorry, who is it? Nikhil, is it? Nikhil, show me the level, my friend. Just a second, friends. Just a second. It's getting hanged. One sec, please. Just a second, guys. Please just hold on. Yeah. Nikhil, Sun Pharma, show me the monthly income trade, my friend. Bhuvaneshwari is asking, in pro gaps, should it be significant gap to be considered? No, Bhuvaneshwari, no. Significant gap, Bhuvaneshwari, comes in the context of only when there is a gap plus boring candle, in that logic. That is where significant gap comes into play. You took a tested level, but why, Srinivas? Why, Nikhil? Why a tested level? Any particular reason? Any other trade that you plan, my friend? For Nifty, today's daily candle is a gap up. Does that qualify as a pro gap? Let's have a look, Arihant. Nikhil, my question, why a tested level? Didn't you find any other trades? No, this is an inside gap, my friend. It is within the range of the previous candle. This is called as an inside gap. Yeah. This is not exactly an example of a pro gap. It actually has to be a little more significant. See, taking your logic into account, yes, perfect. It is in the opposite direction of the trend. I don't deny it. This is a high probability trade. I'm not denying it at all, Aryan. Don't get confused with the two concepts. But the gap would have been much more fearful rather, if it was a little away from my candle and it was sharper. That is what I'm trying to say. But logic-wise, completely agree with you. Yes, this is a pro gap that way. It's an inside pro gap, not an outside pro gap. LNT 60 minutes. LNT 60 minutes. Perfect example. This is a pro gap. This is a pro gap, my friend. But when do we see a pro gap, Arihant? When there is a pro gap from your zone, only after you have taken entry. That is when it becomes relevant. This is while making your zone it is formed, so it's comparatively less relevant. Are you getting my point, my friend? There is a 60-minute demand zone earlier. This one. This one. Yes, there is a demand zone over here, and this is a pro gap from your level. This is a pro gap from your level. Let's see if there was a better looking zone. Let's see if we could have caught this move. 15. No. 30. Beautiful 30-minute level over here, guys. Lovely 30-minute level. And a level right below it also. On the daily, coinciding with daily, coinciding with weekly, multiple coinciding zones. Yes, you could have, Arihant. Yes, you could have. Yeah, clear everybody? Okay, let's take our usual next time. Sure. Let's take our usual break, friends, and let's be back from the break to discuss some theory portion, friends. Let's be back after the break, guys. See you in some time. Okay, friends, what a move in the markets. I hope everybody is back. Yes, Vikas, you had a question, is it? Did anybody have a query? I have checked on the notes again. IT tells me that it's already been sent, but I've asked them to recheck. The level we marked worked phenomenally, guys. The level we marked worked phenomenally. So good going for everybody. Let's look at which are the stocks going down. Dish TV, Lupin. My God, look at the fall in Lupin. I just booked out my position, Aryant. At 105.5 points up, I booked out my position. I was long in Nifty as with you all, as you're probably already aware. I'm also booking out 1:1 in Biocon. Okay, just a second. Okay, let's get back, friends. Couple of theory parts. Any questions before I start? We are holding it, Aryan. This is not the forum for that. You will agree with me, but we'll discuss that tomorrow. You will be there tomorrow, right? Tell me, guys, any other questions with any of the stocks before we get into a little bit of theory? Any questions with any of the stocks? Yes, no? Give me an answer, guys. Now, not now, later we can revise on trend and gap again. Sure, Vikas. Sure. Let's proceed. Okay. Let me open up the PowerPoint for all of you all friends. Let's close this. Open up ProTrader Day 3. Part 2, Day 3. Okay. What is the daily routine? I'm going to quickly scan. What is the daily routine that all of you are going to follow when you're taking trades? Okay. The daily routine is going to be as such, friends. In the morning, all of you are going to be looking at one index which is called as the SGX Nifty, as you probably know. The SGX Nifty is nothing but your Singapore Nifty. Our Indian markets trade through the Singapore index called the SGX Nifty. If SGX Nifty is opening 15 points gap down, our market will open 15 points gap down. If SGX Nifty is opening 50 points up, our markets will open 50 points up. If SGX Nifty is moving opening 50 points down, our markets will also open 50 points down. Everybody clear with this, guys? Our markets move in tandem with the Singapore Nifty. Now, you will notice that between 9 o'clock and 9:15, we have something called as the pre-market routine. Between 9 o'clock and 9:15, we have something called as the pre-market routine. Now, this is where the institutional traders give a bid and offer, or have a order matching happening between 9 and 9:07. There is bidding that takes on between 9 and 9:07, and between 9:07 and 9:08, there is a random close in the index. There is a random close in the index and a random close with respect to all of the stocks. And that random close is at what price our markets open at 9:15. The best time to do your scanning, ladies and gentlemen, is between 7 in the morning and 8:30 in the morning. If you're unable to do it the previous night, between 7 and 8:30 in the morning is also a lovely time to go ahead and do your scanning. Keep that in mind, friends. Nice time to do your scanning. Looking for opportunities. On Saturday, we are going to be discussing in detail how you're going to do scanning. but I'm just giving you a brief overview on what time to do it. Now, one point I keep telling in all my sessions, for those of you who are looking to be a full-time trader or looking at this as a primary source of income, please don't get up, don't brush your teeth, wear your shorts and sit in front of the system, guys. That is not the way of doing it. You have to respect this as a profession. You have to respect this because believe me, the amount of money that can be made irrespective of knowing your backgrounds, I can tell you, is far higher than any business or any profession can get done. Far, far higher, friends. If you're serious about what you're doing, the market will respect you. Not many of you are in XLT, but I'll give you a small hint. And Aryant, you will, and for those of you even in my monthly income session who've come from Ignite, we lost money in 2, 3 or 4 trades. But I made a statement yesterday in the session, and the statement was that we'll make back that money in the same Biocon, we'll make back that money in the same Nifty. If you're confident in what you're doing, you will continue to make money. If you're confident about your rules, if you have a strategy in place, believe me, the money making process is very, very trivial. Always keep that in mind, friends. Now, something important that all of you should know is which is the best time to take your trades, okay? Happy, I'm glad. Which is the best time to take your trades? So that there are 3 different time zones. Okay, you have your pre-market, you have your regular sessions, and then you have your post-market. Pre-market, regular. Pre-market is between 9 to 9:08, where it is illiquid, where there is a high chance of slippage. Then you have the regular markets between 9:15 and 3:30, and then you have your post-markets, which is 3:40 to 4 o'clock. Again, the post-market is when the auction takes place. Also very illiquid, friends. Post-market is where your auction takes place, also very illiquid. The best time if you're an intraday trader, friends, I repeat, the best time to trade intraday is between 9:15 to 11:30 in the morning. The best time to trade is from 9:15 to 11:30 in the morning. From 11:30 to 1:30, friends, it's normally called as midday doldrums. If you notice, Wall Street goes to have lunch. I don't know how many of you are familiar with Wall Street, but Wall Street goes to have lunch during 11:30 to 1. If some of you have been to New York, you'll know that all the high-rise restaurants are packed between 11:30 and 1:30. That is when the midday doldrums happens. There is very little activity that takes place during this time. And then from 1:30 to 3:30, you have the market picking up again. From 1:30 to 3:30, you have your markets picking up once again. Yeah, clear everybody? 9:15 to 11:30. It's written 11 o'clock over here, but I would say 9:15 to 11:30 is the best time to trade intraday. 11:30 to 1:30 is less movement in our markets, friends. 11:30 to 1:30 is less movement in our markets, and again 1:30 to 3:30 is again the hot action period. Everybody clear with this, guys? Give me a quick yes or no, whatever I have covered. Now, there are 2 very important factors that all of you should know about. One is, apart from the economic reports and upgrade downgrades. Economic reports and upgrade downgrades are 2 important things you need to know of. When I come to economic reports, tell me something, friends. Do we really care about if the results are coming or not? If you're a beginner and you tell me, Rahul, I don't want to trade on the results day, absolutely perfect. I'm absolutely happy, and that's a good way to go about things. But one thing you need to keep in mind, friends, and you will notice this in my trades at all times. If your zones are good, your levels work in collation with your zones. Your results work in collation with your zones. I can give you the example of ICICI Bank, Tata Steel. I can give you multiple examples. If your zones are good, your results will work in collation with your zones. Even Infosys, I can give you an example that way. So very important to understand where your good zones are, friends. Very, very important to understand where your good zones are. Clear, all of you? Don't earnings day give a great opportunity? Aarti, if you're an options trader, it is a delight to trade earnings. If any of you have options in your package, it is a delight to trade earnings during with options. I'll give you an example, friends, and this was a trade I was in. It was in Adani Power and there was results. And I had both short and long in results of Adani Power. This was the level, friends. I had the 45 call and the 45 put. Okay, I'm deviating from the topic a little bit, but friends, you can see the move and it's self-explanatory. So options give you phenomenal moves in which you can really profit. And quite frankly, to be honest with y'all, completely, because some important triggers, like for example, there was heated border tension. You need to be careful with respect to those things. But results, stock news, I think if your zones are correct, beautifully you will make money. Quick question to all of you over here. No, because if your zones are good, it doesn't matter. If your zones are good, because it doesn't matter. I repeat. Now, a very important point to all of you over here. And the point here being that, are you aware that companies normally give upgrade and downgrade information? Are you guys aware that companies normally give upgrade and downgrade information? Now, quick question. You have a Goldman Sachs, you have a Citigroup, you have rating agencies. A lot of these people give you upgrade, downgrade information. So let's take a Goldman Sachs, for example. What is the primary source of income for a Goldman Sachs, guys? What is the primary source of income, let's say, for a Goldman Sachs? And anybody feel free to answer. Primary source of income. Primary source of income. Trading, stocks, reports, analysis? No, friends. The primary source of income for a Goldman Sachs is trading. I'm talking about primary source of income. Indeed, it is trading. No doubt about that whatsoever. Let me tell you, friends, I have a lot of TV personalities who are my friends, and forget me knowing them. If any of you had watched CNBC 2 days back, or yesterday, or the day before, everybody said sell Nifty. Be it your, I don't want to take the name, but if any of you had watched it, they had said sell Nifty. In fact, yesterday in my session, there was a student who prompted me that Rahul, you're the sole person I know who's giving a buy. It's not that I know anything different, friends. It's not that I'm able to predict something that you're not able to predict. Please don't get that misunderstood. All I did was follow my rules. All I did was follow my rules. That's it. The same rules that you all know. Okay. So if the primary source of income, let's say, just a second, guys, please hold on just a second. Sorry about that, guys. So if the primary source of income for these people is trading, I repeat, if the primary source of income for these people is indeed trading, then how can they give you a view that is contradictory to their well-being? Think about it, guys. If I want to buy Sun Pharma at 560 rupees and the price is at 600, I repeat, if I want to buy Sun Pharma at 560 rupees and the price is 600, all I have to do is come on television and downgrade it. Everybody will see that they have downgraded it. They will go for a sell and prices will start to move down. And seeing the prices move down, you will also see that prices to niche ja raha hai, prices are going down. And after it has gone down 6-7%, you will also join the bandwagon and sell. And the moment you sell is where they start buying, friends. And that is why you see how prices reverses. Therefore, don't be part of this trap, friends. Don't be a part of this trap with upgrades, downgrades, and economic indicators. Very, very important to keep this in mind. Clear, everybody? Very, very important to keep this in mind. So, friends, a quick question to all of y'all. There is a mechanical way to mark your stop loss, okay, which is what you have learned in Ignite, your 10% and 2% rule. I am going to give you 3 different rules to mark your stop loss. Everybody is aware of that rule. Balaji, believe me, the rule I give you is much more relevant. Okay, and out of so many years, I'm giving you these rules. Rule number 1, friends. Is everybody okay with that? Yes, rule number 1. Okay, keep significant distance. And when I mean by significant distance, I mean something like this. If I have an Adani port and let's say in Adani port, I had a zone over here. This one. What happened? I got logged out. Just a second, guys. I've got logged out. Just a second. Yeah, I'm back. Now, in Adani port, if I mark a level like this, okay, let's say I mark a level like this. Now, there are 2 ways in which you can play this, friends. Now, when we are marking our stop loss, we mark our entry over here. Don't mark your stop loss sticking to the distal line, friends. I repeat, don't mark your stop loss sticking to the distal line. Keep a little gap and mark it. Give that room to breathe. Okay, keep a little bit gap. There is no quantification. If you ask me, Rahul, kitna gap rakhna hai? How much gap do I keep? I can't quantify it that way, but keep that much of gap and then mark your stop loss. However, if there are 2 levels like this, keep your stop loss below level number 2 like this. And keep little breathing space even here, guys. Keep your stop loss like this. Buy 50% quantity in level number 1 when there is a small white space between the 2 levels. Buy 50% quantity in level number 1 and buy 50% quantity in level number 2. I repeat, buy 50% in level number 1 and 50% in level number 2. Yes, clear everybody so far? Now, third one. What if you have a zone like this, where I have a weekly zone, okay? And let's say, let me remove all this. And like this, okay? Or let me take a better example. What if I have a weekly zone like this and a daily zone over here like this, okay? Let's assume this is my trade, guys, and I want the same for futures. No, not necessary, Aarti. When there is the below level can be a 9, a 8, a 7, a 6, it doesn't matter. By default, you'll have to take the below level, Aarti. Yes, and let's say I'm planning to enter over here. And let's say, ideally, I would have kept my stop loss over here. Would everybody in this room agree with me? Ideally, I would have kept my stop loss over here. Now, in this case, I'm not going to keep my stop loss over here, friends. I'm going to keep my stop loss below the weekly. I'm going to keep my stop loss below the weekly. Is everybody following me, guys? Same is for a 15 and a 60-minute level, friends. If there is a 15-minute level coinciding with your 60, move, and there is a small difference in both the levels, move your stop loss below your higher time frame. If there is a big difference, of course, there is not much you can do. But if there is a small difference, yes, you will do that. Clear, you guys? I hope all of you are clear with respect to this. These are the only 3 ways I warrant marking a stop loss. These are the 3 ways I warrant marking a stop loss. Yes? Okay, great. Let's plan a trade, friends. Okay, let's plan a trade. Let me just check. So friends, on Saturday, I hope everybody is going to be here on Saturday. Saturday is by far the most important session because I cover the 5th odd and answer. I cover what do you call stock scanning. I also cover all-star entry. I hope everybody is there on Saturday. Give me a quick yes or a no, friends. Don't miss out on Saturday's session, guys. Yes, Vikas, please go ahead. We finish trader time zones. We finish all this. Okay, not relevant anymore. Let's check day 4. Yeah, stock selection we'll have to cover. Okay, nothing else. Let's get into a little bit of risk management. Future stop loss is the same, because whether you take it in cash or whether you take it in futures, my friend, the rules will remain the same. The rules will remain the same. Yeah. Great. Let's move on. Look at Nifty powering ahead, guys. It's up 111 points now. Of course, I've given up my Nifty long because I made a good 100 points, but it's powering ahead. No, Srinivasan, that is a myth. No, in the same time frame doesn't matter, Aarti. In the same time frame doesn't matter. That is why one time frame higher. Bharat Finance had a phenomenal move. Biocon, L&T, wow, L&T is up 5%. BEML doing well. Bajaj Finance also doing well. ICICI Bank doing well. REC down. Interesting. REC is down. Okay. Glenmark Pharma is getting obliterated. Dabur, NTPC, Apollo, ITC. Okay. ITC is a laggard. Nifty was making a weekly supply, but it has been reversed. Is it? No, it absolutely, indeed, it has reversed. Indeed, it has reversed. Look at Bank Nifty surge ahead, friends. Look at Bank Nifty surge ahead. Just a second, guys. Please hold on. Just hold on, friends. Sorry about that, guys. Now let's plan a trade. And what I want you to do is I want you to plan a trade in let's check. Okay, I want you to plan an hourly income trade in Maruti Friends. Okay, and I want you to plan a trade for both the long side as well as the short side. I want you to plan this trade for both the long side as well as the short side. Hourly income trade in Maruti, and we're going to spend only 5 to 7 minutes, friends. Hourly income trade, because we want to get into risk management as well, and we want to get into position sizing as well. Let me open up position sizing. Kanha, that is discussed. Monica, that is discussed in the trade plan. Not to worry. Not to worry at all. It confuses me to do only in futures mostly. No, Kanha, that's not the way to go about. We'll definitely be discussing this. Aryant, yeah, you actually had planned a trade there if I'm not mistaken already. Is that correct? But we'll anyway wait and we'll discuss everybody's. Banks are just skyrocketing. Okay, fantastic, Aryant. Done, done. What about the rest of you friends? Are you all done? Quickly, please. Hitesh is also done. Nikhil is also done. Anybody pending? Okay, fantastic. Let's quickly have a look at Maruti then, friends. Maruti, let's say we were planning an hourly income trade. Okay, and all of you, I want you to check on your screens if you've done it correctly. Or Gokul, are you done? Gokul, have you done it? Why, what happened? Still having issues with lab, is it? Okay, okay, unfortunate. This would be your closest, or let me quickly have a look at yours. No, why am I doing it? Let's quickly check. Where did the lab go? Here we are. So can everybody keep their zones open on the screen? Where you're going to enter, I want to see that zone, friends. जहाँ पे आप लोग, where you're looking to enter, I want to see that zone kept open. Yeah, let me, please keep it open so that I can one by one have a look at it. I'm not able to see the zone still. I'm waiting for Nikhil for you to zoom in. I'm waiting for you only, my friend. Which time frame is this? 5 minute on Maruti. Okay, let's check somebody else's. Bhuvaneshwari. Bhuvaneshwari, okay, you've also marked an interesting level. Let's check some more. Bikash, let's have a look at yours. Balaji, let's have a look at yours. Bikash. We were planning a long trade, Bikash. You've marked a short trade. You were planning a long trade, my friend. That's okay, Srinivas. Balaji, let's check yours. Perfect. Balaji, can you go to the smaller time frame and show me your zone? Can you show me the zone in the smaller time frame? Which is your zone to enter? You haven't marked it, Balaji. Which is your zone to enter? You've not marked it, Balaji. Okay, let me go to the, this is going to be your closest demand zone. This is going to be your closest supply zone. Okay, this is going to be your closest demand, closest supply. Very evidently, we are at the, let me refresh this. Very evidently, we are on the high end of the curve as somebody planned a trade and we are looking to short, which is somewhere over here. But I actually asked you all if you were to mark a long. This long is incorrect. This long is incorrect. This is in equilibrium. This is in equilibrium. You cannot mark this. This is incorrect. The correct level is over here. Can you see a rally, base rally? Look over here, guys. I had given you this example in specific to confuse you all. This is a rally because significant gap plus boring candle makes this particular candle an exciting candle. So this becomes a rally, base, and another rally. 10 minutes, okay. Which one on the 10 minutes? Let's see, Aarti. Absolutely, you can go ahead with the 10-minute level as well. You can go ahead with the 10-minute level as well, or you can go ahead with this 5-minute level. But you need to be very careful, friends, when you're doing all this. We cannot be in a hurry. Very, very crucial. Did everybody understand? No, there is too much gap to do 50%, 50%. There is too much gap. It's an either or zone. If you were to take a short, this would be your short level. Rally, base, rally. Again, this would be tested, so I won't be a big fan. That would be tested, so I wouldn't be a big fan. So there is no great short level. This one, let's check. Aha, there is a short level. I beg your pardon. There is a great short level. 6927 to 6940. There is a short level. Clear, everybody? Clear? Yes? No? I don't know, Rahul. Should we check if the zone into consideration is tested? Not necessary, Aarti. Not necessary. Yeah? Okay, friends, quickly let's just discuss our position sizing. Okay, now position sizing is nothing but how many stocks are you going to take. If you're trading in cash, how many stocks are you going to take? That is what position sizing means. Kitna size hona chahiye position ka? Okay, now in position sizing, there is a small formula that we are going to use, and the formula is this. If your account size is rupees 1 lakh, if your account size is rupees 1 lakh, and let's say that you're willing to risk a maximum percentage of 1% per trade, and you're willing to risk a maximum of 1% per trade, how much each of you should risk? I'm going to cover that on Saturday, friends. How much each of you are going to risk? I am going to cover that on Saturday. But let's say for now, we are planning a risk of 1% per trade. And what is my maximum risk amount then? All of you would agree that my maximum risk amount will be 1%. 1,000 rupees. My maximum risk amount will be 1,000 rupees. Absolutely right. Now, next, let's say I have a demand zone like this. Let's say I have a demand zone like this. Now, in this demand zone, $22.30 entry with a stop loss at 21.90. 22.30 entry with a stop loss at 21.90, which means my total stop size is 40 paisa. Would all of you agree? My total stop size is 40 paise. How do I calculate my position size? My position size formula is simple. It is going to be my risk per trade divided by my stop size. It is going to be my risk per trade divided by my stop size. So if my risk per trade is 1,000 rupees and if my stop size is 40 paise, if my stop size is 40 paise, then the number of shares I can buy is, yeah, Rian, see you soon. See you tomorrow. Then my position size is going to be 2,500 shares. Then my position size is going to be 2,500 shares. Is everybody clear with this? Good. If all of you are clear, perfect. Now, irrespective of your share cost, obviously, you will have to agree, friends, that if your stop size keeps increasing, your position size will keep decreasing. If your stop size keeps decreasing, your position size will be increasing because it is a simple division. Because it is a simple division. Nothing to do with target. You're absolutely right. Over here, you'll see if your stop loss is 30 paisa, you will increase your number of shares you can buy. It will automatically increase. If your stop size is 80 paisa, it will automatically reduce. Everybody clear with this, friends? Give me a quick yes or a no. Position size for irrespective. So where do you change your position size? I'm sure all of you know that in Ignite you have under Ignite. Can you see your position size planner over here? Can you see you have a position size planner over here? Which means that you can modify based on whether you're an hourly income, daily income or weekly income trader, what your capital is, how much risk you want per trade, and automatically it will show you this. So when you are able to change this, automatically in your bracket order it will come this way. So automatically the system will calculate how many shares you need to buy, how many shares you need to sell. I'm glad, Bhuvaneshwari, I'm really glad. Yeah. Okay, guys, friends. Yeah, no, with futures it completely varies. That will be covered in your personal trading plan class, because we don't have an option in futures. It is vanilla. As per your lot size you need to take it. We don't have much of an option there. Yeah. Okay, friends, then with that I'll come to the end of today's trade, today's session. I hope all of you enjoyed today's session, guys. Yes, no? I hope all of you enjoyed today's session. Lab हमेशा सताता है, ठीक है ना? I think it has an issue with positional trade. It calculated amount based on risk or not on allocated capital. Obviously, no, Hitesh. Your risk per trade is based on your capital, and number of shares in your bracket order will be as per your risk per trade. Yeah. Yes, but very much confused about position size. Monica, where are you confused about position size? Go ahead, tell me. Where are you confused about position size? Monthly stop loss is bigger than daily stop loss. Kanha, it is 1% risk per trade for intraday trades. Like I said, no, for different styles of trading, we'll be discussing what you need to keep as your percentage risk per trade. Also, we'll be discussing that if you're a full-time trader, how much percentage you should keep, and if you're a part-time trader, how much percentage you should keep. It's going to vary. Okay, so I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give it to you. Okay, friends, I'll end the session over here. See you tomorrow at 1 p.m. sharp. Yes, have a good evening and bye-bye.